15 years ago, almost to the day, like the last weekend 15 years ago, we were there. So hello and welcome to the vlog. It's Monday morning. I'm off to Sarajevo for the day, and I thought that would be more interesting for you than giving you another vlog from the studio. Yeah, it snowed last night. Last night I had some photos from my brother in England who has snow. Had snow, at the very least last night they had snow. We had none. And then we wake up this morning and, not to be beaten, Yaitza has laid on some snow for us. So time to clean the combi, get on the road. So today I am off for a couple of meetings in Sarajevo about music stuff and production and things like that, and I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, bit of snow, looks like the roads will be alright. So I'm about halfway there now, stopped, gonna go and grab a drink. Like, you never know when it snows. We've got the mountain we've got to go over, Komar. It's about 3,000 feet on the way between Yaitza and Travnik, and yeah, it was fine. So I've arrived in Sarajevo, and before I head off to my meetings, it's time for a quick stop in the music shop here. So I have my bag of goodies. We're not going to go through all of it because that's boring, but this is the main thing that I was looking for. Ernie Ball. I could tell you stories about Ernie Ball, good stories. Why I am a loyal customer, that's for another time. But I've got a new set of strings. I haven't ever restrung my 5-string bass. I've had it a couple of years now, and I was playing Rowan's bass, which has newer strings on it, and I suddenly realised I need some new strings. So got some new strings for my bass. So do new strings make a difference on a bass? We're about to find out. Still got the old strings on. Going to record a little bit of 1612 by Wolfpack, bass line for that, change the strings, then we'll record it again and see what the difference is. The new strings are on. Time to stick the tuner on and tune all this up. I don't know if you can hear all that zing, but I can hear it. Okay, 1612, take 2, new strings. So let's start with a bit of old strings. Bit of new strings. Well, I can hear the difference. So you can see that it's dark now. What does that mean? It means that we didn't vlog anything between me arriving in Sarajevo and me being halfway home. So I'm sorry about that. First meeting that I had today was about songwriting. We had it in a shopping centre which is overlooked by a building, or 2 buildings. I took a picture. I'm going to put it on Instagram, I think, and I think I'm going to caption it "A cold and grey day in Sarajevo, and seeing this building reminded me of our first trip to Bosnia and Herzegovina 15 years ago. A lot has changed for us since then. Something like that. You'll see whatever I put. 15 years ago, almost to the day, like the last weekend 15 years ago, we were there on the top floor of that building. I think the one on the right in the picture as you look at it. We were at a wedding. We first visited Bosnia and Herzegovina to come to that wedding. That invite was the catalyst that had Rowan googling "Does Novi Most still exist?" It reminded her of a book she read when she was young. That was the thing, if you want to call it this, a disruptive experience or episode in our life that meant that we moved from living and working in the UK to living and working in Bosnia and Herzegovina, where we have been now for 14 and a half getting on for 15 years. So those of you who kind of know what we did before we moved will know the kind of work I was doing, youth work. I was doing a lot of music stuff within the context of working for a local church. So in that meeting, sitting in the shadow of this building where going to that wedding had triggered this chain of events that meant we moved from England and ended up in Bosnia and Herzegovina, there's a strange symmetry to that. Having a meeting, talking about writing songs and trying to champion all the things that I used to champion back in the day when I was working with young people in the UK, trying to help them write and record music and navigate all the challenges and issues to do with that, and self-confidence, and how do you songwrite, and how do you put stuff out, and how do you deal with how people talk about what you do, and all those kind of things, and having that kind of conversation. Second meeting was about the song that we've talked about, this song that we wrote together as part of a songwriting workshop at the youth camp this summer at Emet Baraka, and hopefully this weekend the final bits of vocal are going to be recorded in Novi Sad, which is in Serbia. I'm not there because we're in Konjic playing at a concert there. Someone who's going to that conference there is going to do the recording for me. And so the second meeting I had today was all about just the technical side of making sure he was all set up, knew all the equipment he had, how it all worked, what I was expecting him to be able to deliver me at the end with the recording with the girl who's going to sing. And this song, the fact that it's the vocals that have been recorded in 3 countries, the fact that it's come together out of people who've connected through summer camps here in Bosnia and Herzegovina with Emet Baraka, the campsite owned by the churches here, it means a lot. And to me it's a real privilege when I'm messaging with different people involved in it, and they're really excited and they're really kind of proud of what they've been able to do together, and it means something, and to have a part in all of that is something that I don't take for granted. That is it for this week's vlog. I have rambled on long enough, and for those of you who've indulged me and watched to the end, thank you very much for watching. Do give us a big thumbs up for 2 meetings. Do leave a comment, a question if you want to know more, and do remember that together we do adventure. We'll see you next time.